There has been a whole bunch of news this week on Western nations supplying cutting-edge weapons to Ukraine. The Dutch are providing highly advanced 155mm self-propelled guns. The Germans have announced that they are sending 50 Gepard anti-aircraft vehicles. And Poland is sending T-72 tanks, perhaps as many as 200, and reportedly some of these are already in action. Combined with the vast quantities of weapon systems, munitions and all the other paraphernalia critical to conducting war being sent by other nations, this is really beginning to mount up. And now it seems that might all about to be overshadowed. Speaking today, President Biden of the United States has announced that he is sending a request to Congress to authorize an additional $33 billion in military aid to Ukraine. Yes, I said billion. Some of this will go to paying other nations that have supplied Ukraine to replenish their own stocks. But at the end of the day, it's a vast sum of money and underlines just how serious the US is about Ukraine and the Russian invasion there. To put it into a bit of perspective, that would, according to the International Institute of Strategic Studies, give Ukraine the 10th biggest military budget in the world. And that of course doesn't take into account other nations' financial and military aid, plus Ukraine's own defence spending. So we are talking about a serious chunk of cash. Probably a defence budget in line with South Korean levels. That's pretty significant. Now, I'm not going to speculate what this is all going to be spent on equipment-wise, and it does need to pass through Congress first. But I think the ongoing discussions about the Ukrainians operating F-16s, Patriot SAMs and M1 Abrams is probably now moot. Although there will be a time lag to get personnel trained, sufficient logistics in place and equipment shipped, quite honestly, it now seems more like a matter of when rather than if.